Hi, I'm April, and today I'm going to be talking to you about the fundamental movement skills workshop that we're going to be implementing into St. Bede's Primary School for Key Stages 1 and 2 children. It's going to be a 6-week period, each session lasting about approximately 1 hour once a week. So yeah, here we go. This is my presentation. So fundamental movement skills are important so that children can have a foundation of a healthy and active lifestyle. A quote from a journal here by Lubens et al. In 2010 says the mastery of fundamental movement skills has been purported as contributing to children's physical, cognitive and social development and is thought to provide the foundation for an active lifestyle. So this is what we want to provide for these children to help them not only in sport but in everyday life. The fundamental movement skills include balance, throwing and catching, rolling, running, kicking, coordination and agility. And these are the skills that we're going to be working on in our workshop. We intend to aid the children from Key Stages 1 and 2 in learning and developing these skills so that they can be encouraged to lead an active lifestyle, and it also gives them the confidence having these basic skills to know that they can pursue sport and physical activity. We also aim to educate the children on the importance of a healthy lifestyle. This gives them the foundation not just in sport and movement, but in how this goes hand in hand and fits in with their own health and well-being. So what we'll do is, like I said, over a 6-week period, we're going to be taking all the students in St. Bede's Catholic Primary School from Key Stages 1 and 2. We're going to be taking them all and in different sessions, but taking them all, we're going to split them into groups, say of about 6 students, so that each skill, so like balance, agility, coordination, has a leader and a group of students. So we can teach them, focus on one skill with that group, and then they'll move around the different groups until each child has mastered that specific skill. Like I said, each group will have a leader specialising in one of the fundamental movement skills so that each child develops in that skill. So we're not just teaching it to the whole class so one child can fall off, but to smaller groups so that we can ensure that each child is progressing. And then after each child has grasped these skills, we'll put them into context using sports, also dance and gymnastics, and see how the grasp of these basic skills has helped them in sport and in physical activity. We're also going to measure the children's progress. So at the beginning of the 6-week period, we're going to assess them, do some evaluations just to see where they're at before we start, and then again at the end of the 6-week period. So then we'll be able to see where to progress further, but also the rate of progress and how easy each child found it to improve. So the company yourselves that we're going to be implementing this into school with is the South Ribble Schools Sport Partnership. So this company works in line with the national curriculum to deliver physical education into primary schools, giving the opportunity to every child to compete and perform, because they also have an initiative which is sponsored by St. Bede's called the Schools Games, and it's to support all young people in achieving their personal best in sport and in life. So whether they're a child who loves sport or a child who isn't as confident and doesn't really feel that they enjoy it, the School Games is for all children and aim to include all children. It gives each child the opportunity to be involved in sport outside of school, and to be competitive, such as football league, netball leagues, athletics tournaments, and then there's even specific sporting events aimed at those who are not involved in any sports teams, and maybe those who aren't as confident or feel that they don't enjoy sport. There is events aimed at those children to encourage them to get involved and to encourage them to lead an active and healthy lifestyle, and the importance of that. Working with this company will give us the opportunity to implement this project, the Fundamental Skills Workshop, into schools. And we think this is important because in order for children to play sport and to excel in sport and just in life as well. These fundamental skills are really necessary. We've got access to the experienced professionals who are well practiced in school sports and physical education, so that we can get them and we can hopefully improve the experience of physical education and sport in general. Next slide please. So as I mentioned, South Ribble School Sport Partnership is in line with the national curriculum, but not only that, it's in line with local and national strategies. As mentioned before, the school games is an initiative that fits in with what the national governing bodies of sport have been asked to do, which is to create new formats which lend themselves to intra and inter-sport competition and encourage participation by all young people, including those with disabilities and also including those who maybe haven't got the confidence or don't like sport. So the school games is a celebration of competitive sport that involves all young people in years 3 to 13 of all abilities and backgrounds. And the school games is made up of 4 levels of competition. So level 1 is the intra-school competition, which ends in a sports day, and that's something that we're looking at. And then level 2 is the regular inter-school sports competition between schools at a local level. So schools in the local area will compete in tournaments. And then level 3 is the annual county/area culmination of inter-school competitions. So like a school games festival. So in a wider area, schools will compete in tournaments and sporting events. And then level 4 is the national multi-sport event, which, as it says, is on a wider and more national level. So the company that we're implementing this project with definitely is involved in local and national strategies, which is great. It will give us some experience on what and how to implement the workshop in line with the national curriculum and local and national strategies as well. Next slide please. So as said before, the national curriculum is something that is important to South Ribble Sports School Partnership, as they deliver physical education. So the national curriculum aims for physical education are to develop competence to excel in a broad range of physical activities. The sessions have to be physically active for a sustained period of time. They have to engage in competitive sports and activities, and then encourage the children to lead healthy and active lifestyles. So now our fundamental workshop not only in its sessions completes these aims, but also it enables the children to be able to be involved in the aims from the national curriculum outside of the sessions. Engaging in competitive sports and activities, having the basic fundamental skills is really necessary. It's really important and beneficial to have these skills when playing sport and physical activity. It really is the foundation for a child to do that. Next slide please. So finally, after our 6-week period, we're looking to develop this project in the workshop by hopefully implementing it into different primary schools around the area with the same Key Stage 1 and 2 children. Hopefully our evidence from the evidence that we've collected through assessing the children from a before and after perspective, hopefully that will serve as evidence for other schools to see that it is beneficial and it is something that has helped the children along. The sessions, like I said, will last approximately 1 hour, and because it's in line with the national curriculum and it fits with the aims, it's perfect to run as a physical education class maybe once a week over a 6-week period, because these skills are really essential to master before you go into sport. Balance. If you don't have a grasp of balance, then you're not going to progress very far in dance or gymnastics. agility is going to affect the way you play team sport. So these fundamental skills are really necessary to children. So we're hoping to show that. And then further development would maybe include creating a workshop for older students, and implementing high schools and running workshops, and maybe implement it into the community to include adults and adolescents who maybe feel that they missed the opportunity and need to refresh on that. So is there any questions?
Yeah, will the workshops include every child in the school?
Yeah, we're hoping so. Like I said, all students from Key Stage 1 and 2 will be involved, as then we can see the progress from the youngest to the eldest child, and it gives us a broad range of evidence then.
And would you be willing, if needed, to invest more time to develop the course for other groups?
Yeah, I just briefly mentioned, then maybe we could implement it into community centres or high schools to involve those people who maybe miss the fundamental skills, and it really does help you in everyday life. So yeah, definitely that is something we would definitely think about. Thank you for watching my presentation.